couple of the insurance companies, or a few of the insurance companies, have announced new dividend rates. So a dividend rate is these participating whole life policies that have been around 100 plus years. Each year they declare a dividend, and that dividend goes to grow your cash value that we can borrow 90% of, and it also contributes to growing your death benefits. So really important. We want to maintain those dividends over the long run. So let's jump in. So Sun Life was the first one. I know Sun Life was paying a dividend of 6% the past year, but they've made an announcement with their new dividend rate. And what's their new dividend rate, Christina?
Their new dividend rate is 6%, so it remains unchanged.
All right, that's great news. All this volatility to maintain a 6% dividend. Now, what about Equitable Life? Equitable Life, they're 6.05. They also announced a new dividend rate. And what's their new dividend rate?
Equitable Life came back with 6.05 as well, so they remain changed too. Great things to hear.
Great news. And then Canada Life, they were down to 5.1% in the last year, but they announced, and I think they announced an increase. Am I right, Christina?
Yeah, so they've increased to 5.25. So again, positive, not as, not as high as the other dividend rates out there, but positive news, seeing an increase there as well.
And then the last one, Manulife. Manulife actually doesn't announce their dividends until the summer. They're currently still at that 6%. They've been the last couple of years. And just a quick point on the dividend rates. It's not the only thing you should be looking at when you select which company to do. I mean, that's what we do on our end. We look at all the different variables, but there's 20 different variables, and the dividend rate is just one of them. So having a slightly higher or slightly lower dividend rate doesn't necessarily doesn't mean more or less cash value or death benefit. There's a bunch of actuarial stuff going on in the background. So just, we want those dividends maintained or increased, but don't get too worked up on slight changes between the companies, because it's just one piece of a big picture that's going to affect your cash value and your dividend.